Hey chosen ones, what I'm about to share might be a bit surprising, even shocking. If you're watching this video, it's no accident. God has brought you here because something powerful is happening in your life. They know your kids carry a unique legacy, one that's going to impact the world in ways you might not even fully understand yet. The legacy you're passing down is more than just a family tradition. It's a divine inheritance, a powerful lineage that's about to break barriers and create change. This isn't just a moment in time, it's a spiritual and energetic awakening unfolding right in front of you. As a chosen one, you're not just part of this legacy, you're the one who'll see it rise. But to fully embrace this truth, you've got to understand the magnitude of what's happening. So, before we dive into this life, let's make sure you're ready. Changing message. Take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Leave a comment with the number 99. This will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And remember, if you're truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video all the way through because deep down, your spirit already knows this message is for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end, but for those who do, your life and your legacy will never be the same. Now, let's get into it. This number is going to send a strong signal to the universe, making this video's energy even stronger. If you think you're a chosen one, you'll watch this video all the way through because deep down, your spirit already knows this message is for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end, but for those who do, your life and your legacy will never be the same. Now, let's get into it. Is something powerful, something transcendent about bloodlines? Think of the great families throughout history, the ones whose names were etched into the annals of time, whose blood carried greatness. What sets them apart is the legacy they pass down to their children, a power that courses through generations, growing stronger with each new birth. Your bloodline is no different. It carries a destiny so profound, so far. Think about it, bloodlines are powerful and transcendent. Think of all those great families throughout history whose names are known, whose blood was great. What set them apart is the legacy they pass down to their children, a power that courses through generations, growing stronger with each new birth. Your bloodline is no different. It carries a destiny so profound that even you can't fully grasp its depth. Your offspring will be more than just descendants. They will be the continuation of this incredible legacy. They will be born into a world where their potential has already been unlocked, waiting for them to step into their power. Just as you are part of this divine lineage, so too will your children be the next chapter, the next piece of the puzzle that will change everything. The strength you possess is not only yours, it will live on in them, guiding them. Imagine the future of your family, your child with your legacy coursing through their veins, standing tall and unwavering, knowing their purpose from the moment they are born. This isn't a mere wish, it's a certainty. The power of your bloodline is undeniable, and it's going to continue shaping the world in ways you can only begin to understand. The future of your family is more than bright, it's revolutionary. Your lineage is unlike any other. It wasn't shaped by chance or coincidence, but by something much grander, something divine. From the start, there was a plan. A purpose designed with precision. Every ancestor, every life that came before you, laid the groundwork for the strength you now carry. And this strength isn't just physical or intellectual. It's spiritual, emotional, and unstoppable. It's the strength to endure, to rise above, and to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. What makes your bloodline unique is the unyielding power within it. It's the ability to see beyond your bloodline is something much grander, something divine. From the start, there was a plan, a purpose, designed with precision. Every ancestor, every life that came before you, laid the groundwork for the strength you now carry. This strength isn't just physical or intellectual, it's spiritual, emotional, and untouchable. It's the strength to endure, to rise above, and to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. What makes your bloodline unique is the unyielding power within it. It's the ability to see beyond the limitations that bind others, to break through barriers that seem insurmountable, and to inspire those around you to do the same. This strength has been passed down like a torch, always burning brighter, always guiding the next generation to rise higher. And with every new generation, the flame only grows more intense. The power in your lineage isn't just for survival, it's for greatness. It's a gift, and like any powerful gift, it comes with a responsibility to lead, to uplift, and to create a ripple effect that will echo. Your family history is a testament to what's possible when you embrace your destiny and true power rises to shape the world. You might not see it, but you've got some pretty amazing potential. It's not just about who you are today, but who you were always meant to be. You've got a lot of greatness in you, and it's been building up for a long time. Your family history is like a huge reservoir of potential, just waiting for you to tap into it. Your family has a rich history, and your bloodline is full of potential. You might not realize it, but you're a key piece of a much bigger puzzle. You've got a lot of untapped power, and your destiny is to make the world better. You're not just living your life, you're living for something bigger. Your potential is in your blood, and it's about to burst open. Your kids are going to take this hidden power and make something amazing with it. Together, you'll move mountains. Your family has a special power that can change the world. You're part of a long line of people who have been preparing for this moment. Your potential isn't just about you, it's about what will happen when your kids reach their full potential. They'll carry this hidden power and use it to move mountains and break through barriers. Right now, this power is sleeping, like a hidden treasure. As the chosen one, your job is not to wake it up too soon, but to prepare for when the time is right. This waiting period isn't about doing nothing, it's about growing and changing. Your family has a secret, a legacy that has been passed down through generations. It's a secret that not everyone is meant to know, but one that will reveal the world used to be stuck in mediocrity, but now there's this untapped potential. You're the chosen one, so your job is to wait for the right moment. This quiet time isn't a sign of stagnation, it's a sign of huge growth happening behind the scenes. Your family has a secret, a legacy that's been passed down for generations. It's a secret that not everyone is meant to know, but it'll reveal itself when the time is right. This legacy isn't about wealth or fame, it's about something far greater. It's the kind of power that can change the course of history. It's the kind of potential that lies dormant until it's needed most. While others may not know what runs through your bloodline, those who do understand the magnitude of it know that your family has been touched by something divine, something beyond human comprehension. They know that your descendants will rise to fulfill the destiny that has. This secret isn't meant to be revealed all at once. It's a slow burn, a quiet unfolding of power and purpose. When your descendants are ready to carry this legacy forward, they'll do so with the strength and grace that only your bloodline can provide. This legacy isn't just about you. It's about your family, your future, and the world that awaits their rise. Power doesn't fade with time. It only grows. The legacy you carry has been passed down through generations, a torch that's. This power has been passed down from one ancestor to the next, and it's only gotten stronger with time. Now, it's in your hands, waiting for those who'll follow in your footsteps. This isn't just about inheritance. It's about evolution. Every generation adds something new to the legacy, building on what came before. And as your kids come into their own, they'll get more than what you have, they'll get what you and those before you had. This power has been passed down through your family for generations. With each generation, it grows stronger. It's about evolution, not just inheritance. You add your own thing to the legacy of those who came before you. And your family's legacy is a big deal. It's a gift that's been carefully nurtured and refined. It'll change the world in ways we can't even imagine. The world may not be ready for it yet, but when the time comes, this legacy won't be able to be ignored. You've faced challenges that tested every part of your being. These struggles weren't in vain. They weren't just random misfortunes or setbacks, they're the things that made you who you are today. Every hard time, every doubt, was part of the plan to get you and your kids ready for something way better than the world could have imagined. What you've been through isn't just about getting through it. It's about getting better. Like steel that's been heated in the fire, you've been made stronger by every problem you've dealt with. Just like you were shaped by struggle, your kids will be shaped by it, too. They'll learn the lessons of your struggles, the strength you've shown, and the wisdom you've gained. These are not just personal struggles, but part of a greater process. You show that greatness comes from overcoming adversity. Your descendants will rise, knowing that struggle is not a sign of weakness, but of potential. The future is being shaped now, in ways you can't yet see. The world hasn't yet realized the power that lies within your bloodline. People are blinded by what they see. At first, it's hard to see how strong they really are. But your kids, when they finally come into their own, will be a force to be reckoned with. Right now, the world's not ready. People are distracted by their own limitations, focused on what they can see, not what's hidden beneath the surface. They don't know that your kids carry a destiny so powerful, it'll shift the very fabric of reality. But soon, the truth will become undeniable. When the time comes, when your children step into their at first, you might not realize the full strength of your bloodline. But your kids, when they finally come into their own, will be a force that no one can ignore. For now, the world is distracted by its own limitations. People focus on what they can see, not what's hidden beneath the surface. They don't know that your kids carry a destiny so powerful that it will shift the very fabric of reality. But soon, the truth will become undeniable. When the time comes, your children will step into their power, and the world will be forced to take notice. They won't be able to look away. By then, the strength of your bloodline will be impossible to deny. Your bloodline is more than just a series of names and dates in a family tree. It's a living, breathing testament to the power that has been passed down through countless generations. It's more than just the inheritance of physical traits or genetic makeup. It's the legacy of purpose, strength, and destiny that flows through every generation. What runs through your bloodline? The world is about to sit up and take notice. They won't be able to ignore it, and by then, the strength of your bloodline will be impossible to deny. Your bloodline isn't just a bunch of names and dates in a family tree. It's a living, breathing testament to the power that has been passed down through countless generations. It's more than just the inheritance of physical traits or genetic makeup. It's the legacy of purpose, strength, and destiny that flows through every generation. What runs through your veins is not just the echo of your ancestors, but the quiet, powerful current of those who forged the path ahead of you. From the moment you were born, your bloodline began to shape your life in ways you couldn't possibly have known. It isn't simply about your connection to the past. It's about the future that you and your bloodline is more than just your ancestors. It's also the bridge between the past and the future. When your descendants embrace your strength, they'll be able to carve their own paths and make their mark on the world. Your bloodline isn't just about your connection to the past, it's about the future that you and your offspring will create. Your bloodline carries the weight of history, but also the potential to create a future that's better than anything the world has ever seen. The gifts you've inherited aren't just yours to hold, they're yours to share with the world and ignite the flame of potential in those who will come after you. As you move forward, remember this: your bloodline is more than ancestry. It's a bridge between the past, present, and future. It's a living legacy of strength, growth, and change. When your descendants embrace this power, they will carve their own paths, leaving their mark on the world and continuing. Your family's future is in your hands, and it's time to understand that your bloodline is more than just your family history. It's a bridge between the past, present, and future. It's a living legacy of strength, growth, and change. When your descendants embrace this power, they'll carve their own paths, leave their mark on the world, and continue the legacy you started. In the quiet moments when the world seems still, there's an energy building within your family that most people can't see or feel. This quiet power isn't for the world to see just yet. It's a seed that's quietly growing, gathering strength, and preparing to burst forth when the time is right. It's the unspoken. Your family, your bloodline, is meant for something far beyond what anyone could predict. Your future isn't determined by what you see around you right now. The true power of your family isn't tied to wealth, fame, or status. It's tied to something far deeper, more lasting. It's the power of legacy, the unshakable knowledge that something far greater is waiting to emerge. And though it may seem quiet now, that silence is merely the calm before the storm of change. Your family's future holds incredible power. The strength, wisdom, and purpose that have been passed down will one day come to the forefront. When that happens, the world will know that your bloodline wasn't just about surviving, it was about reshaping reality itself. This quiet power won't stay hidden forever. It's destined to rise, and when it does, it'll change everything. Your legacy isn't just about the power you hold today, it's about the profound impact it'll have on future generations. The strength, wisdom, and purpose you possess will be passed down like a beacon, lighting the way for those who come after you. And while you may not fully see it now, your influence will ripple through time, creating a chain reaction of change that'll shape the world. In ways nobody saw coming, the generations that come after you will build on the foundation you've set up, but they'll also do their own thing that you couldn't have imagined. The power you pass down will keep growing, getting more and more refined and spread further with each new birth. They'll be the ones to really make the most of the potential in your bloodline. And in doing so, they'll change the course of history. This legacy of change will be felt in every part of life. It'll go beyond social, political, and personal boundaries and create a new way of being. Your descendants won't just live in the world, they'll shape it. This wave of change will keep on rolling, generation after generation, making its mark on time. Your family isn't just a bunch of people. It's a group of guardians of a destiny that's been shaped over time and is meant to come to life at just the right moment. Carrying this destiny might feel heavy sometimes, but it's also an honor. You're not just the person who carries this legacy, you're the one who protects it and makes sure it keeps on going through the generations. Each guardian in your family plays an important role in protecting the legacy's integrity, means keeping the flame alive and passing it on to the next generation. It's not just about responsibility, though. It's also about empowerment. As a guardian, you're not just waiting for the future to happen. You're shaping it, preparing for it. You're the one who makes sure the flame stays bright and gets passed on to the next generation. But this isn't just about responsibility. It's also about empowerment. As a guardian, you're not just waiting for the future to happen. You're actively shaping it, getting your kids and grandkids ready for when they'll stand tall and take their place in the world. The legacy of the chosen one isn't something to be feared or guarded jealously. It's something to be shared, nurtured, and passed on. Your role as a guardian makes sure this unique destiny stays intact, always. You're ready to rise when the time is right. Today's world is blind to what's coming. It's focused on its own limited view, unable to see the big picture. Your legacy, your bloodline, is something the world isn't prepared for. The potential that lies within you and your descendants is so. You're poised for greatness, but the world just doesn't see it yet. They're stuck in their own little bubble, unable to grasp the full scope of what's coming. Your legacy, your bloodline, is something the world isn't ready for. The potential you and your kids have is off the charts. But, let's be real, it's probably going to hit a wall of resistance, fear, and disbelief. But, trust me, that won't last. When the time is right, the world will have to face the truth. They can't ignore the gifts you and your kids bring forever. The world might not be ready, but it will be. You and your kids are carrying gifts that can't be ignored. The world may not be ready, but it will have to accept the change that's coming. Your family's impact will be undeniable. The world will have no choice but to wake up and understand the magnitude of what's unfolding. While the world isn't ready yet, that doesn't change the fact that change is inevitable. Your legacy is already in motion, and when it reaches its full expression, there will be no turning back. For generations, your family has lived under the radar with its true potential veiled in secrecy. But the time for hiding is over. The world is about to witness something extraordinary, something that will shift the very paradigm. Your family's hidden identity and the legacy that's been passed down through the ages are about to be revealed to the world. Your descendants are going to rise, and a global awakening is going to take place. What was once hidden in shadows is going to be revealed, and the world is going to understand what's been at play all along. Your family's power will be out in the open, and it'll be a game changer. This won't be a walk in the park, though. People are going to see what your family stands for, and things are going to change forever. It's time to let the cat out of the bag. It's time to let the world in on the secret. Your family has been holding something special for a long time, and now it's about to be revealed. This power is going to make a huge difference, and everything is going to change. The world is about to be forever changed, and a new era is about to begin. And this new era is going to be led by your bloodline, with its extraordinary potential, is about to change everything. This moment is the beginning of something far greater, not just the end of your journey. As the legacy is revealed, a new path will be forged, one that will shape the future of generations to come. Your offspring will step into this new era. Your bloodline holds the key to a life full of possibilities. This moment marks the start of something bigger, as your story continues to unfold. Your legacy will pave the way for future generations, and your children will enter their destiny with strength, grace, and a clear purpose. The world might not be ready for what's coming, but change is inevitable. A new era is upon us, and your bloodline will be the driving force behind a future like never before. The legacy of they're moving towards their destiny with strength, grace, and unwavering purpose. The world, not ready for what's coming, will have to deal with the change. A new era is starting, and your family's power will create a future unlike anything the world has ever seen. The chosen one's legacy will continue, and history will never be the same again. Here are 10 more interesting headings, each with 4 long paragraphs to enhance the script. There are forces in your life that go beyond your understanding. While you may think every decision and action is yours, there are hidden forces at work in your life, guiding you toward your destiny. These forces aren't just coincidences, but part of a grand design pushing you toward the fulfillment of your legacy. Every twist, turn, and moment of hardship you face is a deliberate step in preparing you for the monumental future that lies ahead. These hidden forces aren't from outside. They're actually part of who you are. They're the whispers of your ancestors and the echoes of your family history, pushing you to be great, even when you feel lost or unsure. These forces have been working behind the scenes to make sure you never strayed too far off course. They're the ones behind your resilience and determination, helping you tap into your full potential. Remember, you're not just a random player in your own life, you're part of something bigger, something that's been building for generations and is meant to last. You're part of something bigger, something that's going to leave an everlasting impact on the world. Everything that shapes you is connected to your family's legacy, and it's going to push you to your true purpose. As you grow and evolve, these hidden forces are going to become clearer. You'll start to see the coincidences in your life. The connections between past struggles and future triumphs. Your path has already been paved by those who came before you, and with each step you take, you're walking in the footsteps of those who knew that you were destined for greatness. While your bloodline carries the potential for greatness, it's still your choices that define your legacy. You have the power to carve your own path, to decide how you'll use the incredible gifts that have been passed down to you. Every decision you make shapes the course of your destiny, and each choice you make either brings you closer to fulfilling your family's potential or it'll take you further away from it. But this power of choice isn't simple. It comes with a lot of responsibility. You gotta choose wisely, knowing that each action you take will have a ripple effect on your life and on the generations that follow you. The decisions you make today are the foundation upon which your descendants will build their future. Will you use your gifts to elevate humanity? Or will you waste them? Your legacy is in your hands. The beauty of this power is that it's not about perfection, it's about intention. Every step you take, every choice you make, is part of the journey toward fulfilling your purpose. Your legacy. It's about sticking to your purpose and using your family's strengths to your advantage. The path may not always be clear, but trust that every choice you make will get you closer to your greatness. As you make choices, remember that you've got some great people on your side. Your legacy is about staying true to your purpose and using the strengths of your family to your advantage. The path may not always be clear, but you can trust that each decision you make will bring you closer to achieving your potential. You're not alone on this journey, and you have the power to shape the future. With that power comes the ability to create a legacy that will resonate for generations to come. There's an undeniable power that comes from there's power in unity, and it flows through your family. It's not just about the people in your family, it's about the strength you get when you stand together. The power of unity in your bloodline will shape the world in ways that no one could achieve alone. Your bloodline isn't just a group of people. It's a living entity, a force that's stronger when its members work together. Each person in your family has a unique piece of the puzzle, and together, you can change the world. This unity creates a bond that it's about moving beyond just time and space, getting past all the individual struggles and bringing everyone together to achieve a common goal. History has shown us that it's the unity of families, tribes, and communities that leads to major changes. When people come together with a shared purpose, they become an unstoppable force. Your bloodline is no different. When the time is right, your family will stand united, ready to create change that will ripple throughout society, altering the course of history in ways that will be felt for generations. The unity of your bloodline is a key element of the legacy you carry. It's this strength that will carry your family forward and empower future generations to achieve their full potential. It's about recognizing that together, you can accomplish far more than any one person ever could. And when the world sees the power of your unity, it'll be impossible to ignore. The road to greatness is rarely smooth, and the same is true for your bloodline. Adversity, hardship, and struggle have been constant companions throughout the generations of your family. But rather than weakening your bloodline, these challenges have served to strengthen it. They've forged the resilience, determination, and courage that will drive your family forward. Your family's journey has been shaped by every struggle and obstacle you've faced. These challenges haven't been burdens, but tests of endurance, resilience, and character. Through each trial, your family has emerged stronger, more determined, and more prepared for the legacy that awaits. The trials of the past were never meant to break your family, they were meant to build it into something unbreakable. As you look back on your own life, you can see the ways adversity has shaped you. The struggles you faced have only made you more determined to go after your dreams, and know that the hard times you're going through now will eventually lead to something great. They're like the fire that refines you and the anvil that shapes your strength. The strength of your family isn't just because of its successes. It's forged through hard times. Future generations will also face challenges, but they'll do so with the knowledge that hard times are just another step on the road to greatness. Your family's legacy is a quiet revolution that will gradually but powerfully transform the world. It's not like the loud, dramatic shifts that shake your legacy is going to be a part of society in small, almost unnoticeable ways. But don't be fooled, this quiet revolution is going to be just as impactful as any other. It's going to change the world from the inside out, and its effects will be felt across generations. Change doesn't always have to be obvious. Your legacy will be a subtle, almost unnoticed, quiet revolution. But don't be fooled, it'll be just as impactful as any other. It'll change the world from the inside out, and its effects will be felt across generations. Change doesn't always have to come in the form of radical upheaval. Often, the most profound revolutions begin quietly with a single person or family whose influence spreads unnoticed until it has touched every aspect of life. Your legacy will be like this. It'll begin with small steps, with your family making a difference in the world around them. But as your legacy will start small, with your family making a difference in the world around them. But as time goes on, its impact will become undeniable. The quiet revolution your family will bring about is not a revolution of force, but of influence. Your bloodline will inspire change through its actions, its values, and its unwavering belief in a better future. This revolution will not be led by forceful leaders, but by those who quietly and steadfastly follow their purpose, knowing that they are part of something much larger than themselves. And when the world finally looks up and sees the impact of this quiet revolution, it will be too late to stop it. The change your family is bringing about will be irreversible, and the world things won't ever be the same again. You might not always feel it, but there's a ton of strength in there, waiting for the right time to show up. This strength isn't loud or obvious. It's calm, steady, and never changing. It's the strength that's been passed down through your family for generations. It's a quiet force that'll step up when you need it most. This silent strength isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's the quiet resilience that lets you deal with challenges gracefully. It's the inner strength that keeps you moving forward, even when it feels like the world's against you. It's the strength. This helps you stay focused on your purpose and trust that your legacy will unfold when the time is right, even when it seems uncertain. Every moment of silence and every time you felt like you were standing alone has been building this strength within you. It's not a force that needs to be shouted from the rooftops. It's a force that will stand firm when the world shakes. Your family's strength isn't in its loud declarations, but in its quiet resolve. Its determination to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. As you continue on your journey, trust in this silent strength. It will never fail you. Your family's legacy is something you're all a part of, and it's time for your bloodline to step into its destiny. This quiet force is about to rise, and the world is going to see the true power of your legacy. Your legacy is more than just a line of descendants. It's a powerful, unbreakable bond that stretches across time. It's the connection between your ancestors, yourself, and your future. Generations isn't just about blood. It's about purpose, strength, and destiny. This bond is the foundation of your family's legacy, bringing past, present, and future together into one unstoppable force. Your ancestors have passed down wisdom, strength, and resilience to you. This bond isn't just about blood. It's about purpose, strength, and destiny. It's the foundation of your family's legacy. It unites past, present, and future. Your ancestors have passed down wisdom, strength, and resilience to you. You, in turn, will pass this down to your children, ensuring that the bond remains unbroken. The strength of this bond is what ensures that your family's legacy will never fade. Each generation strengthens it, making it more unbreakable and more enduring, until it becomes an eternal force that will carry your bloodline through time. This bond isn't just about family ties. It's about shared purpose and shared destiny. It's the understanding that you're not alone in this journey. Your family, past and future, is always with you, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your legacy. And when your descendants rise to claim their destiny, they will. They'll be carrying this bond with them, ensuring that the legacy of your bloodline continues to shape the world. This unbreakable bond is what makes your family's legacy so powerful. It ensures that no matter the challenges you face, no matter the obstacles that stand in your way, the strength of your lineage will always. It's a force that's always there, carrying you through the good times and the bad. Your family's history is your strength. Once you understand this, you can use it to reach great heights. This energy is spiritual, emotional, and mental. It's everything put together. It's a combination of all the experiences, struggles, and triumphs of your ancestors, and it's waiting for you to tap into it when you're ready. But remember, harnessing this energy isn't about forcing anything. It's about being in sync with your place in your family's legacy and using that to your advantage. Your ancestors' experiences, struggles, and triumphs are there for you to draw on when you're ready. It's not about forcing anything, it's about being in sync with your place in your family's legacy and using that to fuel your purpose. When you're in sync with your ancestors' energy, you unlock a potential within yourself that's beyond measure. This energy can help you overcome obstacles, rise above challenges, and move closer to fulfilling your destiny. This energy is the gift of your ancestors. It's their wisdom, strength, and vision for the future that'll guide you when you learn to tap into it. You'll find that the path ahead of you becomes clearer, the obstacles seem smaller, and the power within you becomes limitless. Harnessing the energy of your lineage is one of the most profound gifts you can give yourself and your future. It'll help you step into the greatness you were born to achieve. When you do, you'll become the force that shapes the world. There'll come a moment in your life when everything becomes clear. This awakening will be the realization of the true power that resides within you. Until this moment, you may have walked through life unsure of your potential, thinking it was impossible. Of your purpose. But when you realize your legacy, everything changes. You'll see yourself as the bearer of a legacy so powerful that you'll change the world. This isn't a dramatic event. It's a quiet realization that you've always known what you were destined to do. It's the moment when you stop questioning your place in the world and begin to embrace it. You'll understand that your life has been leading up to this point, and from here on out, everything you do will be in service of the legacy that is yours to fulfill. When you experience this awakening, you'll feel the weight of your lineage, but you'll also feel the strength that comes with it. You won't feel burdened by your destiny, you'll feel empowered. You'll see the path ahead crystal clear, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your purpose. This is the start of a new chapter in your life, where you step fully into your power and begin the work that will shape the future. Your true power has always been within you. Now is the time to embrace it fully. This is your chance to change the world. The legacy you carry isn't set in stone. It's like an infinite canvas with endless possibilities for your future. The choices you make today will determine how your legacy unfolds. But remember, the sky's the limit. Your legacy is like a living, breathing entity that can adapt, grow, and evolve with the times. Start changing the world. Your legacy is not limited to a single path or outcome. It's like an infinite canvas with possibilities waiting for you to paint your future on it. The choices you make and actions you take now will determine how your legacy unfolds. But know that there's no limit to what's possible. Your legacy is like a living, breathing entity that can adapt, grow, and evolve with each new generation. Embracing these infinite possibilities means acknowledging that your legacy is not fixed. It's fluid and always adapting to the changing world. What your ancestors accomplished is just the beginning. You have the opportunity to shape this legacy in ways that your forebears could never have imagined. With each new step you take, you're adding to the story, expanding its reach and impact. The future is full of possibilities. What used to seem impossible is now possible for you. Your bloodline will keep opening doors for future generations as long as you stay true to your purpose. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. Embrace the possibilities of your legacy. You have the power to create a future beyond anything the world has ever seen.